if we demand that the classroom bookcases and school library shelves be cleansed of filth and perversion and pedophilic materials, then we're called a bunch of book burners. Well, guess what? That's exactly what we are. And that's exactly what we're going to do. The time is now. It's time for the American people, real men, to saddle up, to go on the march. It's time for us to go into the public libraries, to go into these public schools and rip the filth off of these shelves and destroy it. To remove it from the face of the planet for all of eternity. To turn it to ash. And every time it's reprinted, we do it all over again. And eventually we'll get a hold of the perverts' hard drives and we'll burn those too. All of this filth will never again see the light of day. And an army of Americans, an army of patriots, millions of men strong, will make sure of it. Just like the disgusting perverts of the 20th century at Berlin's Institute of Sexology, it all must be destroyed. It all must be burnt to the ground. But we won't stop there. Just like the rebels who founded this country, who stood up to the bloated, disgusting government of Britain's royal family, which in and of itself is full of perverts and pedophiles who drink the blood of children, we will not stop until we are victorious on all fronts. And when we win, when they finally have waved the white flag, they'll be put on trial. And when they're found guilty of grooming and mutilation and child rape and all of their other crimes against our kids and against our country and against humanity, they will face the ultimate punishment, maximum accountability, extreme accountability at the end of a rope. Nuremberg 2.0 will do the things that those at Nuremberg 1.0 were too cowardly to pull off as they divided up the world with the Bolshevik Soviet Union. We will bring the commies to heel, and the perverts and globalist Zio crime syndicate ruling over our country will fall to its knees and will beg us for mercy. This is what has to be done. But no one is going to do it for us. The only people that we can count on is ourselves. There's a lot of big mouths out there. There's a lot of people who love to talk about the fighting crime. They love to talk about fighting some invisible metaphorical enemy from behind their keyboard or behind their camera, but that's not us. That's not the Stu Crew. That's not the Stu Peters Network. Nobody with a platform of this size is interested in taking real action, in stepping out into the physical world and fighting back and exposing these freaks and criminals that are ruining our country. But I am. We've all sat idly by long enough. It's time to do something. And this fall, that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm not talking about some gay-rigged presidential election. No, I'm talking about taking real action in the real world. And I'm calling for every single one of you to join my army. Come and join me in Atlantic City, New Jersey on October 11th, 12th, and 13th, where we will begin the march down the road to extreme accountability. Stu Crew members from all over the country will be joined by some of our best freedom fighters, our most intense voices for truth and action, and we will begin the national cleansing process right then and right there. We're going to spend the summer going into our communities and removing all of the filth and smut and pedophilic and pornographic materials from the schools and the library bookshelves and everywhere it's hawked onto our kids. And come October, we're going to bring it all to Atlantic City Beach, New Jersey, and we're going to kill it with fire. We're going to vanquish it from the earth. And this will only be the beginning. We will begin formulating real plans together to take our country back and pull the next generation out of the hellfire that surely awaits them if we continue to do nothing. This isn't your ordinary speaking engagement, t-shirt sales grift fest. This is an extreme event like no other. You want to call us extremists? We'll show you extreme.